Hallöchen, meine lieben Flauschis, und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge What Remains of Edith Finch. Wir sind jetzt in dem nächsten Abschnitt angelangt, nachdem wir Mollys Abschnitt gespielt haben, und mal sehen, was uns hier so erwartet.
We got along and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay. Louis starb
Edie
also.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Bild 1937 von Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Aber da ist zum Beispiel der Aufsatz von dem Haus noch nicht mit drauf wieder, ne?
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Ja, stimmt. Wir sind nach der Oma benannt.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Tja, was
When
ein
Edie
sehr, sehr
told
schönes
people
Ding.
Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Das ist die Rutsche, die wir draußen gesehen haben. War Sven ihr Mann? Es wirkt so, ne? Norwegische Volkssagen. Oh, Sauerstoff. Tabletten. Die war wohl sehr schwer krank. Odin Finch.
Her room was like a museum.
Aha. 1980 bis 1937. Also ist er 87 geworden? 30? Nee, 20? 57 ist er geworden. Anscheinend war er Bücher, also Autor. Oh, cool.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Ach, er hat das Haus auf den... Aha, er ist mit dem Haus
But
abgehauen.
40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, heftig.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Ach. Das ist der Uropa, okay. Mit Ehemann Sven. Dann war Sven doch ihr Mann. Und Baby Molly, ach, das ist die Tochter.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Uff.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ah, okay. Okay. Ach, hier sollte dann der Bruder hin. Oh, sie hatte alle Fingerabdrücke, also alle Handabdrücke. Hat sie Vögel gesammelt? Lurpy, Rob, Purply. Purpy. Serpy. Turpy. Wie kreativ diese Frau doch war. Kein Name. Bob. Und Burpee. Wow.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Was ist das?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Alter. Ah, das Badezimmer ist komplett pink. Wow. Hier wieder Tabletten. Aber sie wurde ja irgendwie 90, die Oma.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay. Und anscheinend Fotos gemacht. Ah, okay. Man kann es leider nicht richtig lesen. Milton. Oh, hab ich mich gerade erschrocken. Alter. Ach. Fort Kelvin. Space. Oh, ist das ein cooles Zimmer. Fort Sam. Oh, hat eine Auszeichnung bekommen.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Gehen wir mal hier hoch.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh, okay. 50 bis 1961. Der ist nur 11 Jahre alt geworden.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Ah, ich muss schaukeln. Das ist aber kein guter Ort zum Schaukeln.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Es ist kein guter Ort für eine Schaukel.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh,
Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Ich glaube, wir machen gerade einen Überschlag, oder? Oh! Oh, wir haben es geschafft.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Halleluja. Jetzt gerade Gänsehaut.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh ja, das habe ich auch versucht. Habt ihr es auch versucht, einen Überschlag an der Schaukel zu machen? Ich glaube, jeder hat das versucht.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Können wir da oben auch rauf? Aber hier ist nichts weiter. Heftig. Wo kommen wir denn jetzt weiter? Ach. Okay. Ja, hallo. Ach, nach oben, nicht nach unten. Wie? Der Geheimgang. Cool. Oh, ein Tod.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Ja, aber wir sind noch nicht schwanger. Ach, Barbara.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
War das vorhin schon da? Habe ich das einfach total übersehen?
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. Kommen wir da wieder rein? Ich versuche nochmal. Ich gucke mal zum Gemälde.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay. Scheint war Barbara ein Filmstar. Ja. Gucken wir mal rein. 44 bis
Barbara was a
1960.
child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. Dann ab zu Barbara. Geil. Aber Milton war auch hier.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Alter, das ist cool. Wir machen das übrigens nicht, machen nicht nach jeder Story Pause, weil einige sind dafür zu kurz. Aber bei langen Stories machen wir dann natürlich eine Pause. Ich will die Folgengänge so auf 20 Minuten immer beibehalten. So wie ich es immer sonst mache. Barbara. Cooles... Oh, hallo. Okay, sieht ein bisschen strange aus. Wie alt ist sie geworden? 1960 19...
I never thought about how
Ah,
hard
da.
it must have been for her afterwards.
1944 bis 1960. Das sind 16 Jahre. Ja, 16 ist sie geworden. Ey, die werden ja alle nicht über 30, über 37, ne? Das war, glaube ich, das Älteste, was wir hatten. Dreadful Stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Ach geil, wir spielen das
And
jetzt
when
gerade.
she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, Halloween-Musik. Da. Michael Myers kommt gleich. Oh, ich lieb's.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Sorry, Rick, wir wollen erstmal hier ein bisschen Billard spielen. Ah, komm. Ah, geil. Sorry, ich muss kurz einmal Billard spielen. Oh, Achievement. Ja, cool. Boah, ich liebe Halloween-Musik. Was ist der Halloween-Flair hier? Okay.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Und Aas, oh mein Gott. Das ist Blut von dem Vater, von der Tischsäge. Ah, okay, da.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh je.
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Okay. Okay, jetzt wird's doch ein bisschen gruselig. Wir müssen schnell nach unserem kleinen Bruder sehen. Wir haben ja die Krücke noch. Alles gut. Können wir auch ordentlich zuschlagen. Können wir mal über die Grafik reden. Wie Geld ist hier bitte? Oh Gott, wieso ist da was runtergefallen? Der fährt nicht von alleine so los. Walter? Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. When determined he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Okay. Heftig.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Ist sie echt von einem Einbrecher umgebracht worden? Können wir jetzt hier raus in den Widerstand?
Polly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Komm, wir gehen nach unten. So, irgendwie die Polizei rufen oder sowas. Alter. Er ist jetzt bestimmt nicht mehr da. Nope, er ist weg.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Die Tür. Vielleicht kann uns jemand helfen.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Alter. Also wurde sie ermordet? Und gegessen von diesem Kannibalen-Dude?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Alter. Also wurde sie gegessen von diesem Kannibalen-Dude? Und ihr Bruder lag oben und konnte nichts tun? Und verschimmelter Kuchen. Alter, das ist mal eine Story. Traurige Geschichte, aber wunderschön erzählt. Uff. Ja. Ich hoffe, euch passiert sowas natürlich nicht. Aber der Stil ist ja mal mega geil gewesen. Und auch die Geschichte an sich. Ja, das war es ja auch schon an dieser Stelle mit unserer Folge. Wir haben hier heute 3 Geschichten gehört. Eine etwas länger, 2 etwas kürzer. Alle trotzdem mega gut und mega anders auch erzählt. Das freut mich immer. Ja, dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge. Oder wir hören uns, besser gesagt, in der nächsten Folge. Bleibt flauschig, meine lieben Flauschis. Und kommentieren, Abo dalassen, wenn ihr mehr sehen wollt und mehr erfahren wollt. Und ja, bis zur nächsten Folge What Remains of Edith Finch. Bis dann, ciao.